Taimanin Squad is an upcoming free-to-play gacha game that I am actually very much so looking forward to. I'm a fan of the Taimanin series. I like action Taimanin. I like the Taimanin Asagi, Taimanin Yukikaze anime series I have watched a couple hundred times since I was a teenager myself. This is supposedly an all ages, so a safe for work PC mobile cross-platform gacha game where players are going to go around, collect a ton of really attractive waifus, form a squad of up to 4 Taimanins. These are elite female ninja warriors that are incredibly well endowed with special abilities. I mean, they're absolutely packing the weapons, incredible weapons, and enormous power. This is not to be confused with Action Taimanin. Action Taimanin is another Taimanin game set in the Taimanin franchise. That is an action game, whereas this is specifically a turn-based gacha with strategic elements. It is published by Gremory Games. From what I could tell based off of what I found online, the game unfolds in Tokyo Kingdom City. This is an abandoned artificial island 10 kilometers off Tokyo's coast. It is overrun with demons who've turned against humans. It has mafia, it has corporations. The Taimanin team up with the United Federation of American Pacific States to infiltrate, to rescue civilians, to hold a final defense at the Tokyo Kingdom Bridge, all while packing a lot of power, a lot of artillery weaponry. Based off of what I've seen, what little we have access to right now, the game looks pretty good. It looks quite different to Action Taimanin. I'd say the character models specifically are actually a little more HD, high quality, high textures. It does utilize a turn-based strategic combat system. This is naturally then going to emphasize squad synergy. I don't know if different characters are going to have combo abilities with each other or not. It does seem as though there are going to be a variety of different PvE and PvP game modes. There is the battle arena as example, tactics, research, annihilation missions. The game does feature a 3D graphical style. In some instances, based off of what I've seen from the trailer, while this is a turn-based game and Action Taimanin is an action gacha game, this seems higher quality, this seems faster, and the character animations and abilities actually look more impactful. But if Honkai Star Rail has shown us anything, that is a direct result of less that they need to unpackage in a larger area. Since this is an instant encounter, you can have more particle effects going, you can have more pixels on display, you can just have more special effects in general going off. Taimanin Squad is going to be connected to Action Taimanin. It's going to be connected to the Taimanin RPG X, Taimanin Asagi, Taimanin Yukikaze. Maybe not directly as in it is going to be influenced specifically by them, or that it is going to influence them, or it is going to continue a story, or they are going to continue the story from this. Instead, it is a direct part of the shared Taimanin universe. So, characters like Igawa Asagi, characters like Igawa Sakura, Mizuku Yukikaze, and Mizuku Shiranui appear. This is essentially an amalgamation of characters from previous franchises, characters from other spin-off games, all in one. This takes from Taimanin Asagi, it takes from Taimanin Battle Arena, Taimanin RPG X, Ecstasy, Action Taimanin, everything condensed into one. This is the ultimate version of the Taimanin intellectual property. This has the most characters, the largest story, probably the highest amount of funding for a gacha game up until this point. If you played Action Taimanin, then you'll probably notice that some of the characters do share designs and backstories, but the most important thing right now isn't what the game is, it's when is the game coming, when is the game going to be playable, when can we play it, do they even have a schedule for release, and at the very top, are we getting this game globally, or is this going to remain a Japanese or Korean or Chinese exclusive? Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Well, an open beta has been confirmed for January 15th, 2026. That is less than 2 weeks from today. There are no other beta tests announced beyond this. As of the 3rd of January 2026, a global release has been confirmed, which means that global, Japan, Korea, China, North America, Australia, Europe are going to get the game. It is going to have a simultaneous release worldwide. Pre-registration not only for the upcoming beta test, but also for the global release onto PC, Android, and iOS is available. English is a supported language alongside Japan, Korea, and China. Apparently, Action Taimanin previously merged the Japanese and global servers together. There are confirmed to be over 200 characters at launch, which is absolutely insane. This game was actually announced as part of the 20th anniversary of the Taimanin intellectual property. Holy crap, dude. 20 years old. Oh my god, I was a kid when this game came out, or when this anime came out. Holy crap. While there is going to be a beta test this month, it seems as though the game is targeting a Q1, late Q1, or very early Q2 2026 release. Speculation online says March 5th. 2026. This could very well be the case, or it could ultimately end up going in April or May, depending on how the open beta is ultimately received. They have a lot that they need to do, a lot they need to accomplish, and honestly, not a whole lot of time to do that in. Once again, I am a fan of the Taimanin series, so I'm going to play this either way, but not everyone is. And I'll be the first to admit, Action Taimanin was a fun game, but at the same time, it wasn't the highest quality game. I'm hoping that that the textures are higher quality, that the voice acting is equally as good, that the story is fun and engaging, and that the world itself and ultimately the gacha system isn't horribly predatory, and it actually allows for us to enjoy the recruitment of the over 200 waifus. If you navigate on over to their official website, you'll also see they have pre-registration milestones: 50,000, 100,000, 150, 200,000, all the way up to 300,000, where you're given what I'm assuming here is the 5-star or the SSR character, Igawa Asagi. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.